Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to an anti-haul video. Today we are talking about products and product launches that just don't make sense. It could be the price, it could be the color story, or whatever, or the person who's promoting it, whatever it is. These products just don't make sense to me. So let's talk about them. Just a little disclaimer and just a little heads up. I'm a little late to post this video, so some of these products I'm talking about could be few weeks old. They're not like brand new launches. They probably launched maybe a month old, even maybe. So anyways, let's get into it, guys. So first one on the list is actually, this is a brand new one. This is a new brand makeup company by Patrick Starr. Super duper top influencer. Now this brand is called One Size. So this is his first, actually it looks like this brand is will be available at Sephora. So he's not launching it as an indie brand or anything. He's straight away, I think the products are being launched straight in Sephora stores. So he's come up with two products. One is like makeup remover, but not like in a cream form, not like in a liquid form. It's a spray. I think it's in an aerosol bottle, like it's an aerosol spray, which was interesting. The packaging is really nice, like a bright red color, and the brand is called, did I say One Size? And yeah, well, I could be wrong about the Sephora launch, but I think I'm right. I think so. I think it's launching straight in Sephora's. So let's see. So it's like in an aerosol bottle, and you spray it on your face, I guess, and then just like a setting spray, and then it's accompanied with wipe. This is where my problem is. Well, of course, like a makeup remover that requires something to be rubbed off. Either it's like a wipe, or even if it's like a sponge or whatever, like a cotton roll. I feel a cotton roll is a little bit softer on the skin, but all these wipes are usually like filled with lotion. They are already filled with lotion, the wet wipes, and a lot of times they are filled with irritants because they are fragranced. So wipe is something that I hate. It's like a big no-no to me. And the fact that he is actually, it's being sold separately, and we have to actually pay money to get that enemy of the skin. That's how I consider a wipe. Enemy of the skin. And yeah, it's a no. It looks like he has kind of made these wipes a little bit different from all the other wipes in the market. It is fragranced. It looks like it is fragranced, and it has also soothing ingredients like aloe vera, chamomile, but it's also, it has like fragrances of rose, cucumber, and green tea. So these are all the fragrances, I think, and which is not good for your skin. And even if it is not fragrance, still that I don't know, wipe is just a big no to me. And I think the size of the wipe is a little bit larger than your regular sized wipes. It's Trend Mode showed like kind of like a comparison. I'm not able to see I'm not able to find that picture, the comparison right now, but I'm positive I saw it. So she showed a comparison. It's not like it's not like a towel sized wipe or anything. It's slightly larger than your regular wipes, but still it's a no for me. It really is. The fact that he's actually launching a wipe, personally for me, I like something to cleanse my skin with zero friction and just wash it off. I just want zero friction. If I want to exfoliate something, I would actually use a exfoliant, like a chemical exfoliant, like an AHA or BHA. That's how it's supposed to go about exfoliating your skin, not rubbing and tugging. And no way, no. So yes, no to One Size launch. Now next, Huda Beauty is coming out with a brand new body highlighter. What doesn't make sense to me is that she only has one shade. I kind of double checked because I see like two pans whenever I saw the promo picture, so I was assuming, okay, maybe there are two shades, but no, there's only one shade, and it's like a very pale bronze color. That's how they describe it. I would describe it as like a very, very pale gold, like a MAC Oh Darling, kind of like a pale gold. It's a pretty pale gold. And I feel the way they describe it is that you can use it all over your body, face, you know, body, wherever you want, and it can be used as like a soft focus highlighter, or it can be used as like a bling, like really, really bright highlighter. This shade is pretty light. It looks, it's pretty light, guys. So on your face it can be used as soft focus or really bright and blingy kind of highlighter. I understand that. But on the body, if you just like layer and layer highlighter, it's going to look ashy. Your whole body is going to look ashy. What doesn't make sense to me is that why is there only one shade? Is it like a translucent, like colorless base with just glitters in it? It's not that. It's actually, it has a color, and I see swatches and I feel it looks pretty light on dark skin. So the color selection doesn't make sense to me. I like the formula. It looks like a baked gelée kind of formula, and yeah, that's fine, but you know, still one shade, really. Yeah, so it's a no. It's called the Nymph Body Highlighter, not your mother something. Nymph is actually an abbreviation, not your mother something. I don't know, guys. Anyways. Next one. Next is the LC Cosmetics is come up with a new minimalist palette. So a minimalist palette is, I think it has like 5 shades, and usually it's like, as the name suggests, it's a minimalist palette, so they have like the minimal shades that you need. So so your basic shades, but they are on the expensive side. LC Cosmetics, their products are kind of expensive, but to just, okay, I know that it's kind of acceptable when brands like slap a very high price tag on just like basic 4 or 5 colors, because it's like so basic, and if their formula is fantastic, you know how Viseart, well, not Viseart necessarily, because Viseart has like 12 pan shadow palette and that is $80, but LC is like 5 pan and it's like $50. Now that's for some reason even I'm able to accept it, a high price tag for just matte shadows. But look at this new minimalist palette is, hang on, where are you? This new minimalist palette is metallic, and these are like the most basic shades, like a red, a gold, green, blue, and purple. Just like the most basic shades ever. There's no like duochrome. They could have done those 5 colors as duochrome and it would have made total sense. Like the most basic 5 colors have been put in a palette, and that is $50, guys. $49. The price doesn't make sense. Even the color story by itself, I guess you could kind of make it work. I feel the only dark shade is the purple shade. It's like a gray purple, but the others are all kind of lighter colors or medium dark colors. So to do like a full look with just this palette itself, you're going to use only the purple as the outer V to darken things. So that is going to be kind of monotonous. So if you were to just use this palette, you're going to have to, I don't know, I don't feel this is worth it, to be honest. What makes the color story also doesn't make sense. They could have done something unique, and the price tag doesn't make sense. So it's a big no to me. Yeah, so what's next? Next is Natasha Denona's bronze collection. I think there was a eyeshadow palette and then there was a face palette. Now you guys know, if you have watched me for a while, you know I love all of her face palettes. I have all of her face palettes, the ones that she launched up until the bronze launch. So I have the Love Glow palette, cheek palette, and then I have the Bloom palette. I have the tan palette. I love all of them. The bronze one, when she said that she's coming with the bronze, instantly my mind went to, I already have the tan palette. The tan is definitely kind of brown gold, which is basically bronze, right? So I was wondering, how is this going to be different? How is this going to be different at all? Turns out it's not at all bronze. It's just like the top 2 shades look so white. Like actually they just look ashy. And the bottom two is like a very pale gold, which you can find, a pale gold you can find here. You see this? You can find one in this Love palette, and there are like the tan palette is filled with golds, and then there's also like a peachy gold in the Love palette. So there's no shortage for just golds, and I don't understand what, I feel the color story is a total miss. It's a total miss. She should not have done a bronze, or maybe she should have just come out with a bronze eyeshadow palette and just be done with it. This face palette is such a waste. I don't see bronze color stories at all here. Oh, speaking of which, that eyeshadow palette, it looks like the Biba palette. Like a lot of things that she already launched, like the Biba palette, I think. Is the Biba palette all matte or not? I don't think it's all matte. The Biba palette, the only difference I feel is the Biba palette has a lot of mattes and just like 2 or 3 metallics, I think. And this one has a lot of metallics and just few mattes. But it's like the basic, the most basic palette. And if you have that big palette she came out last year for the holiday, Metropolis, I think, you do not need this. Metropolis is basically this gold, bronze colors, and then like coppery colors with just a few, one blue and one green thrown in. Again, Metropolis was such a beautiful palette to look at, but I feel waste. It's such a waste. This bronze collection from Natasha Denona is just like a flop in my head. At least for me, it just doesn't work. No matter how, even if the quality is amazing and stunning, I'm just not getting it. What's next? Okay, Charlotte Tilbury. Speaking of, I just told you guys that how companies and even consumers like us are used to seeing like basic colors thrown in with a very expensive price tag. Charlotte Tilbury, for example, she usually comes out with these quads which are like super expensive. I think $53. Usually it has like, you could do like a wholesome look if you have medium skin tone or light skin tone, not really if you have dark skin tone. Maybe there are some few quads that have darker colors, but not all of our quads can be used on all skin tones to create one wholesome look. Usually that's the case, at least from what I've observed. This time she's come out with palette called Desert Haze. I'm sorry, I'm just looking for this Vizier palette which I have, which I think I'm missing right now. I don't have it. Anyways, so this this Charlotte Tilbury's palette is just like a quad for most basic colors, like warm colors, and maybe like a kind of like a darker, cooler brown. But it's a good palette. This palette, you could create like a variety of looks across skin tones, yes, but there are only 4 colors, all matte, and there are like $53. The price is like atrocious. I'm like, the price doesn't make sense. The color story, I don't know, guys. I feel everybody for sure has these colors. And is Charlotte Tilbury really that like acclaimed for her matte formula? I don't know. I don't know. I feel she should have just come out with minis and just like slash the price into half, and people, I mean, maybe everyone bought it. I don't know. I'm just not like a hardcore Charlotte Tilbury fan. So yeah, no, this color story doesn't make sense. Well, the color story does make sense, but it's not attractive. The price is just like a no to me, so no. Finally, we have, what's this? I'm not able to understand my own writing here. I have a list and I'm like, what's that? Okay, She's in the Parties eyeshadow palette by Melt. Okay, She's in the Parties stack is actually like a plum stack. The color story is plum tones, not just like medium tone, light, like pale mauve. No, it's like a vampy, sexy, sophisticated, like a grown-up adult sexy kind of a plum color story going on, and the stack is fantastic. The quality is like through the roof. It's like amazing. It's a really good stack. There's just one shadow I'm like, mean, it could be better, but it's all right. It could, I believe it's called Skeleton Kiss. It looks kind of white, but when you swatch it, it looks kind of turns pink. So it would look beautiful as like a brow bone highlighter or like inner corner highlighter. It's smooth, it's beautiful, it's nice, but it's not like a dense, like super metallic. But all in all, I really like the stack. It's a brilliant stack, and I feel when so I already have the stack, like I just said. So the palette, I was wondering whether there would be something new, but no. All the colors in the stack are available in the palette, and I feel the palette kind of does make sense. What doesn't make sense is I already have the stack, so to again buy it a repetition, I don't feel it's like that. It's a great quality, but plum colors are just not my like absolute like the best of the best favorite color story or anything. So for me, it doesn't make sense to buy that color story again. So that's point one. Point two is I feel okay, one half of the palette is deep plum, so the other half of the palette they're coming up with, it could be something different, like a purple. They could have gone with purple. Reds look good with plum, pinks look good with plum, purple also work with plum, green, like a pale green, also works with plum. There are so many color stories that go with plum, but they just went with plum. Again, it's like the same like even like tone of plum, same like medium dark to dark tone of plum. I don't feel there's any difference. I feel all in all the palette looks very boring. Personally, I would just like buy the stack, but if you really think about it, I think the palette makes a lot more sense than the stack because it's easy. The packaging is easy. You can open it up pretty quickly. The stack, you have to open up one by one and lay it, and then you have to close it carefully. The pad is travel friendly. It's compact, first of all. So all in all, the palette does make a little bit more sense than the stack, but I already have the stack, so yeah, it's a no for me. But it's really a pity that Melt like really lost an opportunity. They could have done something really nice and different with this palette, but they just went. Probably they have some leftover shades that they just added. To be honest, that's how it looks like. It's just like the same. It's just the same. It's like medium dark plum tones again and again. So it's a no for me. So hope this video was okay. I hope you guys like this video and hope it gave you guys a perspective. Tell me what latest launch doesn't make sense for you. Like what's the problem? So let me know in the comments down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked watching it, and let YouTube know that you like my content, and also your peers, your fellow beauty lovers, let them know that you like my content, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye bye.